Alright, we're going to draw some plans here today. I'm going to show you how to draw a concrete pad, and we're going to draw it to scale. It's going to be 3.5 feet wide by 7 feet long, and we're going to use 3-4-5 method to make sure the corners are square, and I'll show you how to check to make sure that the rectangle is square after you're all done drawing it. So first things first, we're going to use our ruler, and it's going to be 3.5 feet by 7 feet. We need to start with one side, so we're going to use a scale of 1 inch equals 1 foot. So we're going to start out here, so make sure we've got enough room on each side of our drawing. So there's the beginning. I'm going to draw 7 inches long. And now we're going to draw 3.5 inches this way, but we need to know where 90 degrees is along this angle. So to use the 3-4-5 method, what we're going to do is use a compass. You can use a tape measure out in the field, but what we'll do is we'll set our compass to mark 2 different lines here. The first one's going to be our 3, so we're going to adjust our compass until it is 3, so put that at the edge. Make sure your pencil lead is right on the 3. Okay, now that you've got that, put your point right on the beginning of your line there. And now, roughly where 90 degrees is, you're just going to draw a simple arc. So now this line is 3 inches away from our beginning point. That's called our magic point. That's where all our measurements are coming from. So we've got our 3 side. Now we'll switch and do our 4 side. Here we go. Okay, once again, we're going to start at our magic corner. Make sure you get it lined up. That should be 4 inches. As long as you've got your line here, you could also use your ruler. You can see I was off just a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and remark that. So there's our 4. Okay, so now we're going to do our 5 of the 3-4-5. Okay, you can adjust it by putting the center on the 5 and then adjusting it out until it reaches the edge of the ruler. So now when you're ready, make sure you put it on the correct mark and you draw another arc where it crosses your first line. So that's where you get your 3, your 4, and your 5. So we can double check that. You can see that that lines up. So now where these 2 lines have crossed should be 90 degrees from this line. So now you just simply draw your line from your starting point, your magic point, through the cross, and you can draw it long if you want to. So as long as it crosses through there, that will give you your 90 degrees. So now we just need our proper length for that side, which was going to be 3.5. So you just line this up, mark the end. Now that is the proper length for our side. We can do the rest of this any number of ways. You can either use your ruler, or you can do the swinging the arcs. So that will give us our 3.5. Get that lined up. Mark 3.5. Get that right on your 7. That should give us a perfectly square rectangle. I'll just connect the point. And we have our rectangle. Now, to double check to make sure that it is accurate, we just want to measure our diagonals. So you go from corner to corner, which this is about your 7 inches, 7.5, 7 3/4, and it's just a 1/16 past 7 3/4, which would be, if this is 12/16, that's 13. So we've got 7 13/16 from corner to corner there, and hopefully we've got that running the other diagonal. And we're pretty darn close. So that's how you create a rectangle and check it for square.